Hi everyone, I thought I'd make this video for anybody that's kind of having the same issue as me. I've got Seat Leon MK3 2016 pre-facelift, and it's basically it's not blowing to the floor. It's one of the motors just behind the glove box. I've tried to look on YouTube for videos, can't find much on it, so I thought I'd make my own video. It wasn't even blowing air in here, but I've managed to kind of like get the flap sorted out so the air comes through here like this. If I put that on, the air should come there, but that does nothing at all. There's no air going to the floor at all. So I've got a second-hand motor with the exact number from eBay, and I'll be replacing the one that's not working with this. So basically the air just comes out here, and obviously there's no air going to the floor. So hopefully once I replace this, the air should come up here and press this, and it should also go to the floor as well. So tools wise, you need the star kind of shaped heads to open this up, glove compartment. It shouldn't take you long once you know what you're doing. Most of it screws on under here that you need to undo. So these up here, then just further down. See, so these, and then these ones. Get all them out, and then in here, this you just pull out, and then there's one holding this on this side and this side, and they just need to pull it out, and then the full thing you just pull out. Have a torch as well, because you need the light once you get access to that area over there, so you know what you're doing. So I've just removed the bottom screws for this bottom plastic bit, and obviously you've got the light connector here. So just disconnect this. It should just come out. Just got a little thing here. Screws on it. Then I've taken the screws out of here as well. Like I said, this bit should just pull out. The glove compartment itself, you can move it down by these bits. So if you pull them on both sides, they should just go down. They just need pulling in, so this bit should come out. So then you have screws up here, you take them out. Behind here is the switch for the light in the glove compartment, the glove box, so you need to make sure you're careful with this. And obviously once you take this off, the screws at the top, just be careful because the wires, they'll be stuck within the light itself, so you don't want to pull on them and just damage anything. And then the other thing is the screw in there, and same on the other side, on that side, so they'll need taken out, and then the full glove, this area here, can be pulled out. So I've taken the screws off from there, taking the screws off from that side. I mean, the video is short, I'm not going into loads of details, but I'm giving you a rough idea of what you need to do, because I ain't got much time myself. So but I just wanted to help anybody like might be in the same situation myself and just needing a little guidance. So then the full thing here, you see this here, this is connected, so make sure you disconnect this as well. So once that's down, there's that motor, and you need to get to it. First, take this blue clip off. There's a screw, and then there's one just above. See if I can show you it. It's just there. So that's the screw there, the bottom with the white stuff on, and one on top over there. And the reason it's like this because I use double-sided tape, the formal one that you can get, sometimes you can get from pound shop. And it was just to make sure that the screw doesn't fall down. So if you're afraid of the screws falling down and you're losing them, just put that on it. So I'll show you. So you see this here, so the double-sided tape will go on, the screw will be on top, and then I'll put it around together like this just to hold it in place, and then I just screw in there. And then once it's in, obviously you can just pull the screwdriver out, but it just stops you from losing it. But yeah, that plastic thing there, that controls the airflow to the central bit or to the floor. So it seems to be pushing the air out to the central bit, not to the floor, but it stopped working about a week ago. I had to take it off, and it seems to start working again. I just cleaned the inside of it, but I've got one from eBay, so I'm going to see if it sorts the issue out properly. But yeah, that white plastic thing there, it's what sends the air to the central and to the feet. So I'm just going to get that out and then hopefully get the other one put in, and then obviously we'll test it and see if it works. So it shouldn't take you long really if you know what you're doing. So I've taken both the screws off, top and the bottom one. I think to take the clip off, I'll just pull this off first. And the clip, it's hard to keep your phone in your hand and try to do something. But all you're doing is basically to release it, it's just this little thing here inside it is just pushing it in like that. That should release it. So that's the one that's on the car, and that's the one from online. Second one, I just made sure that both of the parts numbers matched, like everything matched on it, whatever the numbers are, it matches with that exactly. And I didn't want to have any sort of issues afterwards. I think obviously when you're putting it on, them are the things to look for really. I mean, both of the positions look the same really. So I'll just try putting it on like that, see if it just goes on, which would be a treat. Something I wanted to do before I put it on was just to show you. So we put the air on. So there's no air coming out of here yet. So if I just move this, that sounds like it's gone to the floor. There's no air there yet. Now we've got loads of air coming from there. put it to the floor. Still getting air from here, but really, this should be there. And now I've got loads of air coming from the floor, so that'll send it to the feet. So that's why I think replacing that motor should fix it, but obviously I'll find out. So I've just connected this up just to see if it works. I did see you move. Don't know if it's going to move again. Maybe if I move that. Yeah. So it's working. Let me try the old one. Where's the old one? This is the old one. This works. Should have some movement in it, I hope. Or maybe it won't. So that's the old one. No movement in it at all. Right, so that's definitely a bust. So I'm going to try and put it back on. Obviously you need to line it up with the cogs over there. So I'm going to try my best, but hopefully I've read it should sync itself up. I don't know if it will, but only one way to find out. So it looks like I've managed to get in place. Just need to try to put the screws on now. I tried it once, it wasn't in place properly, but the air definitely went from middle to your feet, so which is a good sign, because on YouTube I've tried to look for so many like tutorials to figure out where the motor's located, and some people saying driver's side, some people saying it's really hard to get to, but then I kind of worked out it's just this one motor which sends the air to the central console and on your feet as well, so to the floor. So I'm going to try to put the screws on. I'll show you what I meant earlier in the video, so you have an idea how to try and save your screws from falling. It's just a little technique I use sometimes, and hopefully it works for you. So this is what I meant when I said you could put double-sided tape on and hold in place. So double-sided tape, and then you just screw it, and hopefully, well, I've got the light there, but once I move the light out of the way, it should just kind of hold it in place while you screw it in. And don't worry about it, because the white stuff you can take off afterwards anyway. The main thing is obviously getting the screw in its place. Like that. And obviously just do the same for the top screw as well. That's nicely in. Take that off in here. Just come off like that. We could take this off. And just make sure they're tight. Just give it another little, because you don't want the cogs moving out of place or anything. And then I'll test it in a second. So they've both been put in place. This is on tight. Just gonna try the ignition and see if I get air from the central console as well as below. Yeah, got air from here, air from there. Let's try. Excellent. So, you know, when it gets winter and it's cold and you need that hot air down there, you're gonna need it, and honestly makes such a difference. So yeah, if anybody's wondering which one it is, it's the motor on the passenger side on the Leon MK3, not over here the driver's side. So really glad that works now. Just need to put everything back together, reverse. Really hope it helps somebody out, because me, I was stuck with it for ages, trying to figure out which motor it was. How do I even open the dash up? Do I need the full dash opening up? Can I just do it from this side? So it's good to know that you can do it, and it's not that hard to do it. If you have some knowledge, you can do it. It's mostly just removing screws and stuff, and then obviously just getting to that motor at the back over there. Most of this just kind of pulls out, so it shouldn't be that difficult. Torch obviously, because you'll need it to see the positions of the screws. So yeah, I really hope it helps someone. Thank you for watching.